after you do all the things that are fun, you will find additional ways to improve that may not be as fun or exciting or whatever. In that case, you need to also start doing theirs. Those. You also need to start doing those. To fulfill your complete repertoire of skills eventually.
More gold required. Yes, master.
When can you consider yourself a pro player? Either if you're very good, I suppose, or if you're making a living from it. I think the definition has become more liberal. For example, is a professional stream game player, is he a pro player? He's making a living with playing games, so I guess, yeah. It's not what I used to understand the meaning to be. It's a pro streamer, pro gamer, kind of, but it's not what, yeah, it's not what I normally commonly associate with it. If someone who is extremely good, the best player in the world, but does not play tournaments and does not take a salary and does not take prize money, is he pro? He has the level to be pro, but he is not pro. Overall, I'd say being good and being able to pay some bills with it makes you pro. But the definitions can vary.
More gold is required.
Yeah, it could just mean you take your craft seriously or whatever.
More gold is required. More gold is required. More gold is required.
For me, I started to see myself as a pro player when I got picked up by a pro team, even though there was no salary yet. And when I started playing in tournaments and not finishing last. And you can always play and then finish last.
I gladly obey. My fate is
Summon
sealed.
more cigarettes.
My life.
Whoa, this guy, is he pro?
Yeah. Where shall my blood be spilled?
Not finishing last, Gachigasm. Hey, old person, lol. You were the one that was spamming yesterday. You're walking on ice, you know.
Let life cease.
That one was kind of okay, but you're lucky to still be here. So lucky.
My patience has ended.
For the Lich King. Ride or die. Feel my wrath. My vengeance.
I bow to your will. Thy will be done.
Shoot him. No.
Find their zoom.
Thy bidding, master. I gladly
My
obey.
vengeance is yours. My
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Yeah.
I bow to your
Let battle be yours. For the Lich King.
thy bidding, master.
Ride
Thy will
or
be done.
die.
Where shall my blood be spilled? Thy bidding call.
Our forces are under
I
attack.
bow to your will. I wish only to serve.
You call. As you order. My patience has ended. Must be.
Where shall my blood
More
be
gold
spilled? I
is
gladly
required.
This a
obey.
full wall off?
You call.
I think he's gonna be here. There's not that many places to go.
You call. My vengeance is yours.
He was thinking about getting books, I guess.
I am. Our forces are under attack. For the Lich King. Must be.
Wait, he's doing the shop.
My
No, he's right here.
vengeance is yours. Yeah. Let battle be joy. Yeah. Summon for the Lich King. Our forces are under attack.
Denied.
Let battle be
Why why kill critter? I feel like it's a critical move to do so.
my vengeance.
To raise the dead from it.
Must be.
Thy bidding, master. Yes, master.
My patience has ended. You call.
Yeah, critical. Let's see. Let's go to the shop.
My vengeance is yours.
Aha, I'm right here, bruh.
As you order. You call. Let battle be yours. For the Lich King. Let terror reign. My patience has ended. Upgrade. Is yours. By their soul. I bow. You call. As you order. My patience has ended. My vengeance is yours. Must be. Yeah.
Hey? Oh my god.
Ride or die.
I didn't think he'll be back that soon.
At last,
4 grunts.
my patience has ended.
I don't know if he stole the creep or just took the item.
Where shall my blood go? My patience has ended.
I think item only.
I am the darkness. The ancient evil. My vengeance is yours. As you order. Yours to command. My patience has ended. At last. I am the darkness. Yeah. My vengeance is yours. I am the darkness. At last. My patience has ended. Our forces are under attack. I am the darkness. The sleeper awakes.
Nice.
My vengeance is yours. Yeah.
Greetings, friends.
I am the darkness. Our forces are under attack. My patience has ended. I am the darkness. My patience has ended.
My life for their soul.
I am the darkness. Let battle be joy. For the Lich King. Chilling. My patience has ended. Our forces are under attack. Call. I am the darkness. My patience has ended. Rise or die. My vengeance is yours. Yours. I am the darkness. My vengeance is yours. By their rule.
Come on, bro.
Let battle be joy.
Why does TP take so long?
As you order. My patience has ended. My vengeance is yours.
Now you know how undead players feel? I know how undead players feel. I don't want to feel it. I don't want all these feels. I wasn't ready for them.
My patience has ended.
Ah, double beastry. Mass Raiders.
My vengeance is yours. You call.
Maybe Wyverns.
My patience has ended. My vengeance is yours. You call.
No destroyers needed then.
My patience has ended. Our forces are under attack.
Wyverns. Let's get web.
You call. I command. You call. Yeah. At last. patience has ended. Vengeance is yours. My patience has ended. Vengeance is yours. As you order.
Direct me.
I am darkness.
Research complete.
My patience has ended.
Thy bidding.
I am darkness.
I come from the darkness.
My patience has ended.
Yours to command.
My vengeance is yours.
Our forces are under attack.
At last.
So be it.
Yeah. My patience has ended.
Yours to
My
command.
vengeance is yours. You call. My patience has ended. My vengeance is yours.
I am
What trickery is
Take your
this?
time. Look around. Can I help you?
walking.
Don't waste my
My
time.
patience
Take your
has
time.
ended.
Look around.
You call. I am darkness. My vengeance is yours. Let battle enjoy. You call. My vengeance is
Our
yours.
forces are under attack.
My patience has ended. For the Lich King. I am darkness. My patience has ended.
What trickery is this?
Vengeance is yours.
I am sworn.
Call. My patience has ended. You call. My patience has ended.
What is your fuel?
By their soul. My patience has ended. My vengeance. My patience has ended. You call. My patience has ended.
Now you know how us orc players feel. There you are with your 10-0 account. You meet freaking broken undead. Using ghouls to kill grunts with great impunity.
My patience has ended.
What a foolish ploy.
My patience has ended. As you order. I am darkness. You call. At last. My vengeance is my patience has ended.
Hi guys, I'm here. How's it going? I've come to help the war effort.
My patience has ended. Our hero has been killed. My patience has ended. Summon is complete. Vengeance is yours. I am the darkness. Must be. My vengeance is yours. By their soul.
Report Kelt is out.
Patience has ended.
Oh, he doesn't have his stacks yet.
trickery is this?
My patience has ended. You call. I yes.
What is your feeble
My
request?
patience has ended. Yeah.
What is your feeble request?
Detours fail.
My patience has ended. You call. My patience has ended.
Pitiful.
Call. My vengeance is
Can I help you?
justice. You call. My patience has ended. You call. My patience has ended. For the Lich King. I am the darkness.
Don't waste my time.
You call. I am the darkness. As you order. My vengeance is yours. You call. Research. My patience has ended. Yours to command. Direct. My vengeance is yours. My patience has ended. Our forces are under attack. You call. I bow. My vengeance is yours. My patience has ended. I am darkness. For the Lich King. My vengeance is yours. You call. I am darkness.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
My patience has ended. You call. I am darkness. Upgrade complete. Let battle destroy. For the Lich King. Insufficient. You call.
Our forces are under attack.
What is your feeble request? You fail to appeal.
My patience has ended. Yours to command. Darkness. My vengeance is
Summoning
yours.
is complete.
You call.
Our forces are under attack.
My patience has ended. My patience has ended.
Our gold
I bid
mine is
master.
nearly empty.
I gladly obey. My life for Nezu.
Research complete.
What trickery is this?
My patience has ended.
I wish only to serve.
Let battle be joy. My patience has ended. My vengeance is yours.
Summon
Call. Rise or die.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Vengeance is yours. My patience has ended. I am darkness.
Bring darkness.
Yeah.
Our forces are under attack.
War drums.
Patience has ended.
At least I didn't drop anything good. Kappa.
As you My patience has ended.
Tremble before me.
You call.
Thy
At last.
it is destined. What is your feeble request?
Vengeance is yours. You call.
I shall be your eyes. I go unseen.
My vengeance is yours. Must be
What trickery is this?
My patience has ended.
This is usually where I split and die
No wait.
against an orc.
What needs
My
revealing?
patience has ended.
I shall be your eyes.
All shall be. My patience has ended. Yeah.
My sight is yours.
What is your feeble request?
What needs my patience has ended.
I go unseen.
My patience has ended.
Our gold mine has
My
collapsed.
vengeance is yours. My patience has ended. My vengeance is yours. My patience has ended.
What trickery is this?
Red Babel.
Trickery is this?
Nuked. Poor orcs. Now they know what it feels like to lose the undead again.
My patience.
What is your feeble request?
10-0. 2 bestiaries and tier 2. I know how to deal with this. Just don't lose, lol. GG. What was his mistake in the last fight? Well, I was in a better position, and I'll show you. I didn't even max, I was still 50 food. The shade is to check expansions and also to kill the blade, for 2 reasons. Can you explain your control groups with undead? 1, everything, 3, statues, 2, destroyers.
The damned
Good afternoon, Valanza. How's it going? I'll show you guys it wasn't even at all, because of leads obtained. It's an interesting question. What should he have done differently in the last fight? But the assumption is that he could have done something differently to win. I'm alleging that he could not, and I would like to display that. So he's got 1,000 gold at 21 minutes near the
I
end.
thank you.
GG. I know no requests today, but if you wanna overex your next game versus Orc, that'd be nice. Or just buy yourself some tea and biscuits.
Pelik, thank you very much. So I actually realized, Pelik, I'm not good enough at undead to do an overexplain during the game. But what I can do is like do some kind of analysis or something. Overexplain your next game versus Orc. Overexplain next replay versus Orc. Shall we do that? So it'll be an overexplain and an analysis. Explain this game, it was a good game. Okay, sure, let's just do this one. Yeah, what you're doing now is good enough. Didn't know you were gonna do this, no worries. Thank you again. So we'll first look at the last fight, because it's most recent in our memory. And then we're gonna go to the start of this game to talk through everything, both the things we did well and things we didn't do well. Same for him, okay? With the emphasis on kind of learning about it and having fun as well. So whenever I evaluate fights, I look at all the preconditions and the potential extra anyone could have added to it. So we can see that he has a consumable small healing potion, a heal scroll, and a speed scroll with a Sobi mask on blade, 200 mana. So firstly, I would say the Sobi mask is misplaced. He has plenty of mana for Windwalk, and although he's maxed on Shadow, this is all fine and it's well placed actually. But once the fight starts, will he be fast enough to swap it to the Shadow Hunter? That's the question. Secondly, 0/0 upgrades. no headhunters. Is fine, but 0 upgrades. He's got 1,000 gold, and he's neither expanding nor maxing. What's he gonna use the 1,000 for if we have any kind of fight? If he loses some units. Also, he's only got 60 gold left, which would get taxed by going over upkeep. So it's once your gold mine runs out, it's just like StarCraft 1 or 2. There is no upkeep. So there is no need to prevent tax. For example, could you be angry at the government for taxing your income if you have none? Lol. Like, you could live in a country with 100% tax. Don't matter, you're a bum anyway. You don't make any income. It's the same here. He doesn't have a gold mine, so no need to save. So essentially, he could make double Wyvern and a Headhunter, or he could make 2 Raiders and a Grunt. I don't think he has Envenomed Spears, but he doesn't have a lot of Wyverns, so there's plenty of extra he could do. Secondly, does he have better Defender's Advantage, or do I have better Defender's Advantage? Do I have better nuke, or does he have better nuke? These things matter to determine a late game stalemate. We're both at 50 food. He has 1,000 gold. I have roughly 1,000 as well. I have 5 towers and Blight. So my Defender's Advantage is so strong that you can already say there's nothing that he can do in my base. If I stand here forever and he stands here forever, he can't win the game. So if he already can't win, then what's the only thing he can do? Draw or lose. For me, I can coil Nova things with relative ease without losing anything. So if he can't fight, or he's not maxed on a fight, and he can't win in my base, once we get to the stalemate situation, he can only do one thing. Tiny Great Hall, expansion, and hope to hold here to force a fight on his own side of the map. Or just max and focus a hero and kill it. Huh? For the rest, he's got 1 heal scroll and a potion, but no invul. You always need to carry 2 invul on all your... 1 invul per hero against undead. 1 invul per hero against undead. Very important. And if you're going to do a speed scroll Kodo maneuver, which he did, you must pre-ensnare the units you're going to eat if you're playing against a competent undead. I'll show you why. First, let's also look at the hero levels. He's level 4.6 and 4.3. I'm 4.7, 2.3, lol, 2.6 and 3.7. So my hero levels and total experience is better. I'm close to leveling all, but none actually are. As for him, he's close to leveling Blade. Now, let's look at the fight. I have also Invul, second Invul and Protection Scroll, and he has no Dispel, so that Protection Scroll is worth a lot. Now, the criticism that I gave him for not maxing, it extends to myself as well. I should have maxed as well. Abomination or 2 and 3 ghouls would have just fortified my position. It's just that I felt like I didn't need to because my army is already better. Taco Spitter says, "Hello Grubby, I like your hoodie today." Thank you. Also, do you spit tacos out? Or do you spit on tacos? Because we have a taco in the chat. And I want to make sure that you can wear this hoodie to dodge your spit, if so. So, fight starts. Obvious thing seems to be focusing the Lich. And he could try to do so. I do have Coil and Howl of Terror, and I have Invul, so it's not going to be easy. But the fight starts with Raiders in front. Raiders are the fastest moving unit, and they're directly encountering Ghoul resistance. This is not how you want to start a fight. Ideally, Blade is in front. He has the best armor class and type and amount. So he should be in front. Raiders should flank. Next, watch what he does. He heals. He loses a unit. Then, speed scroll. Right? But he ensnared a Ghoul. He's going to eat the Fiend. Oh, dodge. And he's going to try again. And dodge. Again. And then finally he gets it. And his Blade is dead. And that's literally what he was doing as his Blade died. Is eating this Crypt Fiend. If you just double ensnare, double Kodo, and then speed scroll, you will get the guaranteed eat unless the undead does godlike blocks. But the hero difference was so big that he lost this game before. Now let's see how he lost it. We saw my point of view during the game, so we're going to focus on his. I'm going to normalize the colors. He's going to be blue and I'm going to be green.
Ready to work.
First, from the orc point of view, let's talk about what his goals are on this map. There are 3 red spots, which have very high value items. Then there's the 2 laboratories that also have high value items. Everything else is secondary to those 5 locations. Your goal on this map, since it's a 2-player map that's relatively small, should almost always be to get the majority of the creeps. This is how you build rules of gameplay. You can try to win early, but it doesn't always work. So you might as well, in the meantime, work on getting all the creeps. Usually winning early in Warcraft 3 does not come from a premeditated strategy of trying to win early. And we call this like all-in timing, timing attack, a rush, a cheese. All these, they work very well in StarCraft 2, Heart of the Swarm and Wings of Liberty. But in Warcraft 3, premeditated strategies and cheese don't work nearly as often. Except when it really is the upper dog strategy because of balance reasons or meta cyclus and flow. Yeah? So if you don't have a strategy like that, always aim for the long game. Then try to win the game if you gain advantage. Learn how to capitalize on an advantage and winning earlier. For example, he may have a plan to go for a 70 food Wyvern and Venom triple hero army. But if I lose a DK early, he shifts his plan to do more map control, more constriction style, and doing a 50 food timing instead of 70 food. He doesn't start by thinking I'm gonna kill him at 50 if I kill his DK early. That's an adaptation. Now, I need to rewind just a bit because we were talking about creeping plans. By the way, you'll note that I've muted game sound for the time being so it doesn't distract from the comparison. I noticed you omitted the Legacy from your StarCraft 2 comparison. Do you mean anything by this? I haven't played Legacy, so I can't speak from experience. So he went for a 1.6 creep. The first thing you see is his shop is late, so he's standing still to it a while. He should try to get a better build order so that that doesn't happen. Secondly, he seems hesitant to tank creeps with his blade that's heal solving. This is a correct theory, but he could just tank it with grunts. Sending his grunts on the map and then getting distracted by an acolyte creates a really big dissonance, disharmony, in his creeping flow. So far, in 3 minutes 37, he has to his name 1 camp, 1 acolyte dead but no experience, and walking across the map doing nothing. While he's level 1.6.5, I'm level 1.6.5 as well. But I only used the Death Knight, no ghouls, which means I had full lumber income. He's using grunts and they are doing almost nothing. He then goes for the most obvious camp. First he gets boots, even though he hasn't got any reason to believe that those boots will net him a kill. He then follows me exactly where I am, misses 2 kills on coil targets, and lets me get the very creep camp that he was creep jacking. Now I'm level 2 and he's 1.6, even though essentially he invested more in the early game than I did, 4 grunts. So if he is going to go 4 grunts, it's much more reliable for him to creep something big early. Start on this one, then this one, then this one, and just build up from there. Good feng shui, minimal travel times between camps, instead of this very harassy style. He then easily allows me to steal a coil, a creep. Does get a ghoul here, but is forced to expend the town portal. Something that orcs normally sell in favor to buff their blade master with a circlet. The lack of that circlet is reverberating throughout the entire game. He has less mana, health, damage, armor, and so on, attack speed. Because he TPs, I have a rare case of certainty about where he is not. Here, so I get the creep camp. I was sloppy enough not to contest the click for the butcher speed because I was doing something in my base. He gets the item, which was a TP. He sold it, 125 gold. I'm level 2.8 and he's level 2.2. So I already have a lead. My ghoul opening gives me more lumber than usual and a fairly fast tech. And moreover, ghoul is not as vulnerable to hex snipes. He goes for the shadow, gets a creep camp. This is fine. This is the best executive decision he's made so far this game. Creeping something big with a force that can handle it. He gets a potion of invul. Now let's see what he does next. When you analyze games for yourself and you try to improve at Warcraft 3 and you're watching other people's replays, it's very important to make predictions based on reasons. If you only watch at full speed without pausing and without asking yourself, okay, what would I do in this situation? What are the other options? And then see what he does and see how that develops and then see how your method would have developed. You're not going to learn from a point of introspection. You're going to watch, but you're going to forget a lot because you're not really placing yourself in it. So in this case, when I'm analyzing games, I would watch right now, okay, what would I do next? Based on the information that I, as supposedly hunter, have. So you look at the game state, his burrow is still building, he's got an ensnare and a wyvern coming, and by the time the burrow is done, he will have 2 wyverns. So at the moment he's got this, and in a minute he will have 2 wyverns, roughly. Maybe in a minute and a half. He has 1 set of heal salve, but no speed scroll. And he just finished this, he's fairly healthy. He could do this one, it's small, but imagine, if he does this one, first of all, he's walking back towards his base. And then where does he go? Back up here again to go to the fountain, back up here again to go to the green, or back up here again to go to the red spot? So this is very, what I call, bad flow. Backtracking. So the only thing that really makes sense, maybe, is for him to go here, the shop. He can defend that decision because, well, he was on the way to the labo, it was close, and now he's going to go to another big camp and then another big camp. But every time you eat a small camp, you have to ask yourself, was it on the way or am I going there? He could go here onto the map, but I don't like going onto the map without speed scroll, and he doesn't have it, so I don't think he should go north. I think the shop is the best call. If he goes here, I'm going to call it a bit of a waste of time. This camp is also possible. I like it. Let's see how he does it. Goes right, then left for a skeleton. Then he goes back to his base, which is an even worse waste of time than a creep camp. He does get another heal salve and a speed scroll, and he's getting ready to expand. He made the 1 wyvern, no extra, and expands. The expansion is 1 slot too far away, but overall not a bad idea. If he wanted to expand at all, he might as well do it fast, and he did. It's something we didn't talk about, but it was a good decision, and it came with a pretty good timing. Now he's making extra wyverns and tier 2 army to protect the expansion. He walks here, he finds me, we get that fateful unit loss count. We kill a raider, we lose a fiend, we also lose our lich and the town portal. A very good trade for him. Even as he loses the raider, he gets a lot of results and he gets the rest of the camp. So it's a massive move for him. All of this is even better for him because he knows, I know, this camp is gone. This camp is probably gone. So there's even less reason for me to come here and spend the time to picnic in an effort to slowly mount up an attack against his expansion. Because there's nothing to do on this side of the map, if I ever come here, it'll be for one reason and one reason alone, attacking his expansion. And that creates space. If there's lots of little activities to do here, then I can spend time here threatening his expansion while doing something useful. Now, if ever I go over the half side of the map, there's nothing useful to do. And he's expanding upon that problem for me even more, which I love, by taking the laboratory over here. Expands even more upon it. He then scouts, sees where I am, sees I'm in trouble, and he knows he's safe doing this. I love it. Great flow by him. He's coming in with the wyvern and the raider and is maxing up his units. His philosophy is 1 raider, rest wyverns. I like that as well. He takes the camp. Now, options. He has seen what he has seen. I was in Black Citadel. I was in my base, so he must expect I could be coming soon. A skeleton scout comes here. He has options now. Sit back and on the base, kill skeleton, posture aggressively, or take the fountain. He has a speed scroll by now, I think? No, he doesn't. Pity. If I were him, I would love to take the fountain, but he did just kill my lich. It is just coming back. It's too early for me to attack, but does he know that? If he does not know that, then maybe he should find a way to know that, to windwalk on me. If he does know that I can't attack yet, just because of game knowledge, he should take the fountain now. It frees up a very important part of healing for him. He kills the skeleton, which is fine, but now he must do the fountain. Being aggressive now, or just standing around, wastes time. This was the perfect opportunity. We know that. The replay knows it. And he should have known it. He just goes home to get a speed scroll. He's not building an extra burrow yet. He just finishes the Great Hall. Blade goes low. He's just standing around doing nothing. And this was arguably the most important time of the game for him. The most critical decision as of yet is not taking that fountain. We then start to be on this standoff. He can't actually fight because he took so much unnecessary damage with his Blade Master, which was a double coil nova on his face. It will take him some time. Because of that, he can't be aggressive yet with his 60 food. Finally, when Blade is healed up, he's out of mana. He gets the invul, which is fine in the dust. He's finally ready to fight, but I've been marshalling my forces. And then I do the double ghoul split off. Very important to spread him thin. It's an easy problem to fix. Take one group out of your group. Take one grunt out of your group and put it on your natural. That's it. That's how you deal with the 2 ghoul problem. If there's 3 ghouls, just take out 2 grunts. He sees the ghoul attempt. He assumes that's my only ghoul attempt. I add them back to my main group. I then split off 2 other ghouls out of my group. Put them in the natural. And have outmaneuvered him since he's still chasing those ghouls. 2 ghouls go here. This one and this one. I force a fight to distract him. And he's still working on those ghouls. And I come over here. I get my first web. Easy focus fire. Wyvern out of position. No protection. And the blade is on the wrong side. Meanwhile, his peons are going down. He loses the first Wyvern for free. Pitlord in front, which is the tank. Hit him with the big Howl of Terror. Protection Scroll and Frost Armor give a total of 5 armor extra for a total of 7, which is a 30% damage reduction and an attack speed slow on the blade. This gives me enough time to tide over to the next coil. I actually did not need to use Healing Potion yet, but I'm paranoid of orcs focusing down my hero before I can react, and as such I played it far safer than I needed to. He does a really good surround that I could barely counterplay, gets the Lich, and I just aim to get as much value as I can from the Lich before it invariably goes down. I get another coil, I cast a few Novas, kind of random spells, and I cast the Frost Armor on both the DK and then the Pitlord right before it dies, protecting the rest. All his peons are dead, I'm still under 50 food, he has been over for a while, he's remaxing on Wyverns, and we get this fight where his units don't seem to deal much damage because of Howl of Terror. Now in this situation, and from a while back, he has been focusing Cryptfiends. It's nice when he gets them, but he could have done something else. He could have focused the statues. The quicker he focuses them, the worse my sustain gets. These 2 statues are healing away, they're just standing still right there, and they're the main threat. Cryptfiends are nice, but in the end they're just a Cryptfiend. They do good against Wyverns, yes, but if he wasn't making any Wyverns, he wouldn't need to deal with the Cryptfiends. If he was just massing Raiders and Grunts, I think that would be so much better for him than the Wyverns that kept trickling in. You make Wyverns for a few reasons against Undead. 1, to force web, so that you force them to make an expense that is not a unit. Undead is looking to squeeze as much power as they can to do their invariable all-in attack. Undead always has a timing. So if you force web, you delay it. Furthermore, Wyverns creep well. if you're creeping and I, as an orc, am also creeping, wyverns do so very quickly. And that is nice. In this particular fight, if he has no wyverns, the Cryptfiends do not have their full intent and value.
We're under attack!
So, he should be focusing statues. Which gives my heroes value, which are my main strength. He could also focus ghouls. But his blade is not buffed enough really to do really lethal damage. He should like to have had Circlet from a while ago. And now we get to the point where I'm already incredibly far ahead. He's stuck with an army, which only specialty is killing buildings because of the Raider Siege. And ensnaring and locking things down. But without a buffed up blades and against high level undead heroes and without an expansion, he really is, as they say in poker, drawing dead. He tries to salvage the situation with a war mill where he can make Kodos, but ultimately, once I have 1-0 attack ghoul upgrade, good hero levels, his army can never beat mine, especially since he only has 9 food to work with until 50 food. And going over 50 food only works when you can kill someone in their base on a small map like this, or you're forcing an expansion. With a lack of tier 3, any expansion can be sniffed out easily by me before it becomes an issue, and we've come to a situation where he can no longer win the game from this moment onwards. Hope you enjoyed the analysis. That was GG. As they say in Hearthstone, yes, thank you.